I'm having breakfast with Mary Lee. I'm having breakfast with Mary Lee.
Like a daily dose of fiber, the Breakfast with Barry Lee podcast helps keep your smile regular. But I have to say that for this episode, a few tears mixed in with the smiles. Standing by is Brandan Thomas, the executive director of the Winchester Rescue Mission, will be talking about his family's new assignment in Colorado as he joins Citygate Network to help fight homelessness nationwide. As always with Brandan, it's an inspiring interview. Right now, though, your brain buster. People do this more in the winter than they do in the summer. What is it? A, read a book. B, attend work regularly. Or C, use curse words. Your answer's coming up at the end of the interview. By the way, on the podcast, I call it the Brain Buster. But I'm happy to announce that I'm back on Wink FM with The Mindbender. It's fun weekday doses of trivia. So join me at 105.5 Wink FM. Before we go to Brandan, a few things to point out on the calendar. Chain of Checks golf tournament coming up on October the 9th. That's a Monday. This will be our 32nd year. All the details in the registration form you'll find at chainofchecks.com. You can also pick up the forms at Rock Harbor Golf Course. And the Front Royal Warren County Chamber of Commerce is currently accepting applications for the 2023-24 Leadership Front Royal Warren County. It's a 9-month professional development and education program that provides an in-depth view of the inner workings of Front Royal and Warren County. And this program is going to help both current and emerging leaders understand the dynamics of the community and the role that leadership plays in its long-term success. Log on for the details, frontroyalchamber.com. Looking at the podcast planner, nationaldaycalendar.com. Monday the 11th, it's Patriot Day and National Day of Remembrance, honoring the memory of the nearly 3,000 innocent victims who died in the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. Tuesday the 12th is National Hug and High Five Day, National Video Games Day, and Chocolate Milkshake Day. On Wednesday the 13th, it's Positive Thinking Day, National Peanut Day, and Bald is Beautiful Day. Thursday the 14th, Smile, National School Picture Day. It was always so frustrating for parents. They get you all dressed up, and if your class was scheduled for their photos after recess, parents were always frustrated that you looked so frumpy compared to the way you left the house. The 14th is also Cream-Filled Donut Day. When somebody brings donuts to the office, the cream-filled one's always the first to go. Friday the 15th, National Double Cheeseburger Day. Saturday the 16th, it's Guacamole Day. It's also National Play-Doh Day. The original Play-Doh always smelled so sweet when you opened it, but it was mighty salty, at least what other people told me. And Sunday the 17th, pay attention guys, it's Wife Appreciation Day. And now it's time to lay a little appreciation on an incredible human being that has meant so much to our community. Well, in the 7 years that Brandan Thomas has been the executive director of Winchester Rescue Mission, we've done a lot of interviews. Now, I'm not going to say this is our final interview, but it will be our final interview with Brandan as the executive director of the Winchester Rescue Mission, because Brandan, Casey, and family are going to be moving out west to Colorado Springs to tackle homelessness at a national level. And Brandan, we are so excited for you. Sad, but excited. It's great to reconnect.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to share with everybody what God is leading me and my family towards. And hearing you say final interview as the CEO of the mission gets me a little bit.
Well, it does me too. You and your board and your volunteers and your clients have taught us so much about homelessness and mental health. And what you have learned in the 7 years that you've been the executive director, you are taking this to a national level. Tell us about Citygate Network and what you're going to be doing.
Sure. I am really excited for the opportunity to take what I've learned here at the Winchester Rescue Mission and take it to Citygate. Citygate is an organization that's in the United States. It's over 100 years old. It's been working and serving missions in their endeavors in each city where they exist. Rescue missions connected with Citygate Network are typically the largest in most communities In fact, there are over 300 rescue missions connected to Citygate Network, and most of those, again, are representing the largest shelters in some of the biggest cities in our country, like LA, Vegas, New York, Dallas, the list goes on. So I'm going to have the opportunity to go and to work serving all of those missions, and my opportunity will be to create education, leadership, and programs for shelters across the country, all based on what we've learned and what we've gotten to do here at the Winchester Rescue Mission. So I am absolutely humbled and blown away by this opportunity and chance to take what we've done here and help other missions across the country.
And it was under your leadership that you actually connected Winchester Rescue Mission with the Citygate Network.
Exactly. You know, to be honest, when I became the director of the mission, I had no idea what I was doing other than I just wanted to help people. And we found an organization at the time. It was called Association of Gospel Rescue Missions. And so when I told the board I didn't know what I was doing and I wanted to attend a conference in Dallas, Texas in 2017, the board graciously agreed and sent me to Dallas to go to my first conference with other missions across the country. And there it was reiterated to me that I had no idea what I was doing, but I also learned there that I was surrounded by an incredible group of men and women from across the country that would help us do better here at the Winchester Rescue Mission, as well as give us an opportunity to innovate some things here that maybe other missions wouldn't be able to innovate because of their size or because of the need in their cities. And so that began a journey for me that I could have never guessed would end up where it is today. And so I believe that the Winchester Rescue Mission is a better place because of our connection to Citygate. I believe I'm a better leader and a better human being because of our connection to Citygate. And I know that the future for both Citygate, for me, and for the Winchester Rescue Mission is brighter because of that connection to Citygate.
Another reason that Citygate is a perfect connection for you is the fact that it is a faith-based network.
Correct. You know, every mission connected with Citygate has Christ as the center focus of how they do and why they do what they do, which has been a pillar for the Winchester Rescue Mission. While we don't discriminate or keep people from coming to the shelter who may not believe like we believe or have a desire to get to know and follow Jesus, it is and has been the primary driving force of everything that we do, just as it is for Citygate and its affiliated shelters across the country.
So people are sad because you are a people person. I mean, people automatically can feel your heart, your compassion for what you do. And obviously, there's going to be tears and people are sad. But the Winchester Rescue Mission and how it has grown and how it has evolved, it's in good hands. And let's talk about how the future is looking bright for Winchester Rescue Mission.
Yeah, you know, I often would say, and I think people felt like I was saying it in jest, it's okay. I would often say that I was the pretty face, and that there really was a team here that was doing the work, and that's absolutely the truth. The jest part was me being the pretty face. The truth was we have a phenomenal team here who is doing the incredible work every day, serving the men and women that walk through our doors. And so I have no doubt. In fact, I would not have even considered any opportunity, because I've been blessed with opportunities coming my way for quite some time and have had no interest in a lot of those opportunities because I felt that my presence was needed here. But I'm so confident in the team that we have. I'm so confident in the board of directors that we have. And I'm confident in the role that I'm stepping into with Citygate, that I still get to, at least as long as the mission wants me around, I get to be around this incredible mission. I'm so confident in what they can do and what they're going to do that my presence might actually end up being a hindrance to the direction that this place can go without me. The team here is phenomenal. Lauren, who's stepping in as our interim CEO, has been with us for 5 years, and in that 5 years, she has grown exponentially into an amazing leader who is going to be able to carry the ball farther than I could have ever done so. Our board of directors, being led by Knox Singleton, who is an incredibly brilliant individual who loves Jesus and loves our community, has been walking with me on this journey and is going to continue to be our board president. Individuals like Mark Nance from Valley Health is on our board. Our board is phenomenal and well-positioned to continue the great work happening here at the mission. So I believe that we are going to be in better hands than we currently are because of the people that have been surrounding me in this journey.
Well put. And our prayers are with Lauren Klaus. And if you would please, maybe an update on how the renovation is going there on Valley Avenue.
So we hit a little snag in the beginning of the construction as we had initially laid out to begin in July. There was some back and forth with the city of Winchester on a couple issues that we were able to resolve. And so it just pushed our timeline a little farther back, but everything with that is still seeking to go forward, and we'll hopefully have a date pretty soon of when construction will begin now that we've resolved those issues with the city. You know, I feel a little bit like Moses in that I'm heartbroken that I don't get to go into the promised land with the Winchester Rescue Mission into the building and opening of the new facility. But like Moses, who had incredible people like Joshua that were going to lead, I know that the rescue mission is going to make it to the promised land, so to speak, and I'm going to get to cheer on the rescue mission, not from heaven, thankfully, but from Colorado.
Spoken like a true pastor. I love it. You know, in closing, we see so many stories about homelessness around the country, and it almost seems hopeless, like how in the world do we get our hands wrapped around this? But you have said with conviction that we can solve homelessness, and that's what drives you.
Yes, sir. I'm able to say we'll solve homelessness with conviction because of what I've learned here in Winchester. This community has been so incredible and so life-giving to me and Winchester Rescue Mission. Their unwavering support and care has led me to believe that we could solve it here. And I believe that if we could solve it here, we could solve it everywhere. And so I truly believe because of Winchester, because of Frederick County, because of the Winchester Rescue Mission and all of the things that I've had the privilege of being a part of and getting to know in this community, that we can take those lessons and we can apply those in communities all across the country. And so that conviction is true from my head down to my socks, that we're going to be able to solve this. And it's because of Winchester that belief is so strong in me. And I believe that in the near future, Winchester Rescue Mission, with the leadership that is here and their commitment to excellence, that statement is going to be very true for Winchester and Frederick County. And I believe because of that statement will eventually become true for the whole United States.
And this is why he's headed to Colorado Springs. Our nation will be blessed. We are so proud of you and your family. All the best to you, to Casey and the kids. And we are so grateful for what you have done for this community. Also proud of how you let your hair sprout. But God bless you.
Thanks, Barry. I appreciate it, sir.
All righty, so let's see how you did on the Brain Buster. The question was, people do this more in the winter than they do in the summer. What is it? Is it A, read a book, B, attend work regularly, or C, use more curse words? And the answer is B, attend work regularly. A 20-degree day just doesn't have the incentive of playing hooky like an 80-degree day does. Hey, don't forget, join me for the Mindbender on 105.5 Wink FM Monday through Friday. And check out chainofchecks.com. Would love to have your team in our Chain of Checks tournament. It's a day of great golf and good deeds. And speaking of golf, in closing, I finally figured out after all these years how to shoot my age. I just got to live to be 103. Have a blessed week.